Hello and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, The Journey Home. I'm your Dungeon Master Darby, and joining me as always are Zoe playing Sevia, Emily playing Beatrice, Laura playing Conrad, and Johanna playing Fall. Let's jump So, where we last left off, the party made their way to Idleness and were brought into a vision of the day that Zariel came to the village and purportedly, they've yet to see this, but purportedly saved it from one of the demon lords, or at least an attack from their followers. I'm not sure. You've yet to see it play out. But they fought off a number of dretches and gnolls who were attacking the village. And a Hezru. And Conrad in particular, but others as well, but Conrad in particular saved a dog who's now obediently following by his side.
Who needs Exley? Conrad says far too loudly. No one in particular. He's definitely not posturing.
So Mordecai would probably be here. So just put them there to represent flying. Okay. And as we left, a six-armed figure threateningly joined the fray. So, with a chorus of screams rising up, with people, sheep, and pigs scampering through the town, chased by this demon, with the lower body of a great serpent and the upper body of a six-armed gnoll, clutching a wicked sword in each of its clawed hands. How big is this creature? How far up are you, Celia? Just for reference.
I believe I was about 40 to 60 feet in the air.
Okay. Very much noted. Okay. So the creature is probably back here. For video listeners, we have this map up here of the town square. This, at the back of it, is the church, and it is surrounded by 4 houses and a statue in the center. The mini we're using is a storm giant, but the statue itself is a depiction of Azariel in angelic form, if memory serves. So, or it might be of Daemir. I'll have to double check that at some point.
I was gonna say, if this is when Zariel saves the town, how can it be her?
I mean, it's just the day she saves it. But yeah, I think from memory it would probably be Daemir at this point. Mordenkainen is going to keep cautious at this point, and unless there's something he can do. So he currently has his concentration up on Fly, I believe. Fly, and I think, was Fall still enlarged, or no? Yeah, so
no,
it's just
not
Fly.
in this vision.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so he's just got it up on Fly. No, that was the Cybriax combat where he had the 2 concentration spells up at once. That's right. where you have to enlarge and fly up at once. Okay, so he is going to... he's just going to do a quick magic missile, just at first level to test the waters. And that's going to do very average damage. So 9 damage all up to this champion of Yinadu. Alright, that is Mordenkainen's go. Next is Beatrice. So the Marilith is back towards the temple.
Beatrice is so far away, she isn't even on this map yet. So Beatrice will see this thing and start running back towards the cathedral or whatever it was called, the church.
So you could probably get to the edge of the square essentially if you dashed, which as a rogue bonus action, so you'd still have an action, or you could get even closer if you wanted to. So get to the edge there, and still
she'll
got
just
30 feet.
She'll probably get up, maybe just come on the inside of Mordenkainen there. She'll get just like maybe another 15, 20 feet closer, but that's as far as she'll go for now.
Alright. Okay. Next is Conrad.
Who just has a mastiff friend now, I believe.
Yes.
Was cackling over just being able to be back in the fray and doing quite well in combat. And he kind of like digs his heel into the ground and turns as he watches Beatrice run back and follows her figure to see the horrible creature, which he again kind of like momentarily flinches at, and then looks down at the mastiff and is like, all right, well, you're following me still, boy. Let's go check this out. Everyone, to the creature, which he calls out to people who are probably still actually closer to the creature than he is, and he's going to bonus action dash.
All right.
To this.
Are you going to action dash as well?
No.
So bonus action
he
dash
won't be within range.
Yeah, so
That's
action
fine.
dash will get you again to about the edge of the map.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's
bonus
cool.
action dash, but you still have your action, of course.
Yeah, but that just means I get within hitting distance, and nothing else. So
Yeah.
instead, he's going to then kind of, because I think he already has otherworldly guys up, so he's already kind of got the golden amber eyes anyway, and he kind of just blinks them, wipes away a tear, and just raises his fist up in the air and draws some portion of shadow from around everywhere around him into that hand, and then he's going to cast he's going to summon his friend, his little creature, summon Shadow Spawn.
So how far away can the Shadow Spawn be summoned?
90 feet.
90 feet. So do you want this Shadow Spawn right up in combat with the champion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so those shadows they kind of heal up into his hand, and then he kind of then flicks them towards the creatures like, X there, go attack, kill, be a good boy. And so the Shadow Spawn will approach there, and it has its turn immediately after me. I guess I'll roll to hit. Just gonna double check the rules again. Yeah, cool. And what's that? It's Dex, isn't it, that you add the to hit from, or was it Strength for the Shadow Spawn?
The Shadow Spawn.
It's been a while. I can't remember.
This is the first real major combat we've had. that wasn't just running away in the entirety of Avernus.
Oh, that's alright. Your spell attack modifier to hit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. For Chilling Rend. So
That
my
sounds
attack
fair.
modifier is Plus 7. All right. Yeah. So an 18 to hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
The 18. Oh god, that's so much with this combat. It just hits. That is its AC exactly.
Just hits. All right. Cool.
Yes.
Alrighty. Excellent. So it's going to, so this creature that Conrad has dubbed Exley is going to unshape and reshape and attack the creature that's just appeared, which with a chilling rend. So it's 1d12 plus 3 plus the spell's level. So just one moment. All right. So that's what's the spell's level again? 3. Okay. So 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Cold damage.
Nice. 12 points of cold damage. You do notice that it is resistant to cold damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's what it does. That's the end of Exley's turn.
Yeah. You learned something. You learned a lot from that one attack. You learned its exact AC and one of its resistances. Okay. Next is Sevia.
Me! Okay, so I'm flying.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so she would have been... Because she just killed a bunch of dretches that were attacking this cart. And then the woman underneath it had run away. So she would have been looking after that woman and then probably either heard the sounds of this creature approaching or seen everyone else running back in the opposite direction and would have gone, uh-oh, and like turned around and sees this thing and just goes, okay, not done yet then. And she's pretty close. She likes where she is. So she is going to shoot it with a guiding bolt at second level.
All right. All right, roll to hit.
Oh, so close. That's a 19 on the dice, so that's a 25.
Yeah. Handily hits.
Hell yeah. So it is going to take 5d6 of radiant. Got this. 5, 10, 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And the next attack made against it will be done with advantage. And that is my turn.
Yeah. All right. Next is the is champions go. This is just cruel. It is going to. Yeah, no, let's do that. Actually, I will roll an intelligence for it to see what it recognizes about the Exley in front of it. Yeah, it's gonna use its action to teleport right between Beatrice and Conrad.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Smart one. Conrad whips out, shrinking back a little bit.
That is its turn. Then we had the Mastiff that is going to it's not.
He's a good boy.
It's not quite going to get onto the map because it doesn't get to bonus action dash like.
Some people.
Actually, no. It's got. It can action dash and just because you didn't bonus action dash, so it can just get towards you. Just doesn't get an action there. All right. And all of these dead or yet to appear combatants fall back to the top of initiative.
Yes. Well, Fuller's going to see this thing teleport right next to Conrad and Beatrice and immediately start running towards it. Can I get towards it in 45 feet?
Not in 45. You can in 90 with a bonus action dash.
Sure. I'll bonus
Step of the
action
wind?
dash. Yes, I'll step of the wind. I'll be just next to Conrad and next to Beatrice. And, is it carrying any weapons?
Yes. 6 long swords.
Okay. Oh, I can only heat... Considering heat metal, but that would only affect one of the long swords. Okay. In that case, he's just going to start with chanting under his breath, and he's going to do a second level dissonant whispers.
All right.
To try to get it away. So that's a DC 15 wisdom save.
All right. It does get advantage because it has magic resistance. The higher was a 23.
That definitely passes. So it'll take half damage.
Yes.
No.
This is psychic damage, isn't it? So it's...
Yes.
Yes, so it takes full. So 9 damage.
Excellent. No, so if it takes full, that's 17 damage.
17. Well, okay, yeah, so it takes full of whatever you deal, but half because of the save. So it's... What I was saying is it's not resistant to it.
Half of 17 then, yes.
Yeah.
And it does not need to run or anything.
Which would actually be 8 because we round down.
Yes, my maths.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's all I can do, unfortunately. I will stand in between.
All right. That should have technically... Oh, no. No, that wasn't an attack. That was a spell. So, Mordenkainen realizes what you have cast, Sevia, and is going to realize that that would be a waste for him to make use of that advantage. So he's going to do something that is save-based. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Or is that's a line. He's not gonna. Oh yeah, no. He can fly over to a spot where he can just let bolt a line of lightning at this champion. So advantage dex save. 16 plus just failed the save with a 21. So that is... What is that? 27 points of lightning damage. It is resistant to lightning though, so you notice that it kind of shrugs off some of this damage. Only taking 13 points. Alright. Next is Beatrice.
Alright. So he's right next to me. Exciting.
Yes.
Bonus action Slayer's Prey.
Yep.
So I'm going to mark him as my enemy. And then I'm going to swipe at him with my sword.
Alright.
She'd cast Searing Smite like 2 or 3 rounds ago. Would that still be up?
It would be, because it's only been...
Because it lasts for a minute.
Yeah, so it's the first attack you do within a minute. Which, yeah, you haven't hit with a melee attack yet, which I believe is the requirement.
This is also an
I
advantage.
get the advantage. Yes.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. 25 to hit.
25 certainly hits.
I just have to find find what the damage is. So, yep, cool. That's a lot of d6. I have to roll. Roll 6d6 right now.
Okay. Is that including
'Cause
your sneak attack as well?
That's including sneak attack.
Okay.
Seeing as Fall, thankfully came up into
Yeah. Fall and Conrad are both within 5 feet of the enemy.
Yes, so that's. So that's 24 points of damage all up. 4 points of that is fire. It's fire damage.
So 20 of
20 of piercing, and
20
then
of piercing,
4 of
magical
fire.
weapon.
And then, so Searing Smite causes the target to ignite in flames. And then at the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes another d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Nice. Okay. It is resistant to fire damage though. So yeah. But
I
that's...
thought it might be, but
Yeah.
it was worth a try.
Yeah. Still, decent chunk of damage. Next is Conrad.
That was
Actually,
only
no.
one.
That was only one attack.
action.
Yes.
So she is going to hit him again with her sword.
Yes. And Conrad is on deck.
And that's a natural 18.
Okay. Yeah. So that. Yeah. So what's your bonus? It's
Plus 8.
+8. Yeah.
Oops. Oh no. I've gotten out of it, but it's just 1d6 this time. And that's... Let me find it. 6
6
points of slashing damage. And I just remembered she has a hyena friend.
Yes.
Lynx. The
Yes.
lynx. And she's
Thank
gonna
you for-
call it over to her. Yeah, I
thank you,
remembered
Laura,
that
in the
before.
chat for-
Thank you for
okay.
that message reminding me,
yeah.
because I did remember,
Alright.
but then I forgot
I-
again.
Or Gucci.
How? It's a medium.
We can probably assume the Lynx is here by now, next to Beatrice, maybe.
Yeah. It's a medium-sized creature, is it? All right.
It's a small.
Small? Okay. Then
Small.
let's use... Yeah. There we go.
Because yeah, it's like a
Alright.
bobcat.
Yeah.
Aw, so little.
So what's its speed? Just to gauge whether it would be...
30.
30 feet. So it would probably just be able to catch
is
up to where
30
you are this round with its action to
Yeah,
dash.
I'd assume at this point, this round is where it catches up.
Yeah. All right.
So
Next.
it won't do anything this turn, but it's here now.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Conrad.
Alright, so Conrad is, again, be like, oh, go start one. Well, 6 swords, 2 I see. See how handy you are with them. And he's going to step in and try to attack it.
All right.
Kind of trying to lunge a little bit too fancily around it. Cool, so I've rolled a natural 17 to hit, so that'll hit.
Yep.
So that is 1d8 plus 7.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Yeah,
With
so
the
that's
copious allies you have around.
Yep. So 9 points of damage, and then the sneak attack is just 1 tick. Okay. So that's 5 plus So 7 points of additional sneak attack damage, all piercing.
So 16 points of damage all up.
Yep, and then roll to hit the second time. Natural 16, so that's going to hit. Because I got a plus 11. I keep forgetting to, because I'm using the flame tongue rapier. Did I?
Yes.
I can't remember. I think I've activated it by now.
Yeah, I believe you activated it in the first round.
Yeah, if I haven't, I don't think I used my bonus action last round, so we can imagine I have then. So that is an extra 2d10. It's fire damage though, so I'll quickly do that first.
Yeah.
And then we know that the second attack has hit, so I'll roll damage for that one. So 2d10. So 15, so 7 points of fire damage the first time. And then my second attack, we'll roll that, so it's a d8 plus 7. Awesome, that's an 8. So an 8 plus 7. And then I don't get my sneak attack, but I'll get my fire stuff again. So the fire is 2d10, a 7 and a 7, so 7 damage. 7 fire damage, basically. It's half 2. There we go.
It is shaky. It is. I'll tell you how disappointing its hit points are in a moment. Once it's gone.
And yes, and Conrad. So Conrad, does again like the kind of like small lunging, uppercut, 12s around. The second attack, the fire just bursts inside it. It's like, there you go. Let's see how good you are then. Come on.
All right, and Exley, what is the Shadow Spawn's speed?
Wish Conrad hadn't called that. He'd be like, huh?
Speed. 40 feet. So it actually does have enough speed to get within range.
Awesome. It does that. And then it will try to attack with a chilling rend. So I rolled a 12, so it's higher than last time, so it will attack.
Yeah.
So it's like, because it has a
for
plus...
a total of...
plus 7,
12. So 19. The Marilith is actually going to use a reaction to parry.
Okay.
So it adds 5 to its AC.
Yeah.
So it actually misses.
All right.
I missed that on its stat block last round.
That's right.
But
Cora's like, good job, Exley.
All right. Sevia, your turn.
Me.
Yes.
Okay. How shaky does this thing look? I know you've said its HP is disappointing, but like, how on fire is it?
Not at all.
That's going to dictate
fire.
what
Like,
level I cast this spell at.
It's not at all on fire. It is because it's resistant to it. But it's quite shaky. It's probably at about a third-ish.
Okay. I want to try and get this bad boy over and done with. So, she's going to hit it with another guiding bolt, but this time at 3rd level.
All right, roll to hit.
Natural 20!
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah, I never get to nat 20 with Sevia.
So that's how many dice is a 3rd level guiding bolt?
3rd level. It's 66.
66. So that's already starting with 36 plus the dice
points
roll.
Of damage. And then I'm gonna roll.
That's disgusting.
Don't worry, it's a low roll.
This is why we do the max damage plus dice roll crit rolls.
Yeah, but
because there's nothing more disappointing than rolling a crit and then rolling all 1s on damage dice.
Yeah.
Also, that cackle was evil.
Thank you. A guiding bolt is evocation, but it's not wizard evocation, so I can't add my intelligence modifier to it. Unfortunately, that's 12 points of damage.
So 48 all up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still standing, but that's gotten it to really shaky territory. And it hasn't even attacked yet.
And next attack has advantage.
Yeah. Although, it is its turn. And this is where it gets to be real nasty.
I taunted it, hey.
Yeah, it's going to make 7 attacks.
What's the 7th attack with, Darby?
Its tail.
Cool.
Its serpentine tail that you
Oh, it
can
has
clearly
6
see.
arms.
Yes, 6 arms and its tail. Yeah. So, how am I going to divide these up? Let's start with. It probably recognizes 3 characters as the biggest threats within reach. So, 2 bladed attacks against each of the PCs surrounding it. So let's start with the 4. So the first one's quite low, so probably misses. Yeah, 13's gonna miss. The second is a 20, so that probably will hit. So you take from this 16 points of slashing damage as you dodge out of the way of one long sword, and it kind of swipes another arm up to meet you into your dodge. Then another 2 arms flail out at Conrad. Again, probably missing one, succeeding the other. So a
19.
yeah, so a 15 and a 27.
Yeah,
So
1 hits.
yes, so that is so that is 14 points of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna lash out with a sentinel attack. Since it's
Okay,
hit Conrad.
so I believe, Conrad, that basically wipes out your temporary hit points and drops you 3 down.
I got a 22 to hit.
22 will... it's going to parry. It's going to use its reaction to parry, and you're going to miss.
Actually, do I get the advantage from the guiding
You
bolt?
do. You do. See if you do...
Oh no, I did not get it. No, that was a 22.
Okay. So yeah.
Sneaky little...
All right. So now it's 2 attacks against Beatrice. One of those is cocked. The other is a dirty 20. And that's a 19 all up. So both hit Beatrice.
They do indeed.
Yeah. So first one is 15. Second one is 15. So 30 points of slashing damage all up. And this is before I've even used the tail attack. So it is an attack. Targets 1 creature within 10 feet. And if the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled. Who do I want to grapple? Who do I want to grapple? I will roll a d6 to determine and divide it by 3. Conrad. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah,
So
that hits.
You are hit and take not a lot of damage. I rolled a 1 and a 2. So that is a total of 7 points of damage.
Alright.
But you are currently restrained. Which means that your speed is 0. You cannot benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dex saves. But you still have
Excellent.
actions when it comes to your turn.
Cool. So Cora's like, "Ha! Well, okay, lucky shot." When it attacks them the first time, and then it grabs them and says, "Like, well, that's not fake. That's not very fair." As he's sitting wriggled off in the air.
And you see this like wild, like vicious gnoll face just roar in yours.
Conrad should be afraid. He's just grinning. Probably helps he can't see his pupils currently, but you know.
Yeah. Then it is the Mastiff's go. Who is going to use the help action on you, Conrad. But just like
Oh, what a
barking
good boy.
and growling to try to distract the champion. Then we have next initiative is Fall.
Okay, Fall's gonna start whacking at its like tail, trying to free Conrad essentially. So I'm gonna whack it with my staff.
Yep, roll to hit.
That's a 22.
22, it is going to use another reaction to parry. It does have the feature reactive. It can take one reaction on every turn in combat.
Oh, gosh. Yep, slippery thing. And then, oops. Oh, well, I'll...
Yes.
And then I rolled a 15 to hit.
So that misses.
That misses. And now 2 unarmed strikes, so he's just going to kick at it. No! I missed.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll my dice this time.
Yep. Yeah.
And then, no! Okay, we got 9 plus
What?
7. 16.
9 plus 7. Oh, no. No.
This kind of
Its AC is... Its AC is back down to 18 and you still missed.
Because you're trying to attack the tail to get Conrad out, so it's just wriggling out the way.
It's wriggling
But
his
you're
tail.
also,
Before.
but also trying to avoid hitting Conrad in the process.
Yeah, don't roll on that one or you will hit me.
Yes. Well, that's all my attacks.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time Fall has literally full out missed an enemy.
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
incredible.
I mean, the enemy did need to use a reaction to parry one of those attacks, but
Yeah.
Cheated.
Still.
It's fine.
yeah.
Good job, Fall.
I'm trying. It's so wriggly.
Just hit it next time.
Okay.
You're doing amazing, honey.
Thanks.
Mordenkainen is going to... He doesn't really... Yeah, he's just gonna... He's concerned that there might be more coming. Plus, he doesn't want to do anything that might potentially harm Conrad in targeting the champion. So he's just gonna stick with a magic missile, first level. Save his energy. That's a max magic missile, so that is 15 points of force damage. Not too bad.
Too shabby.
Yeah. Next is Beatrice.
Beatrice is going to pull out the sun sword and light it up and take a swipe. And that's a nat 20, baby.
Oh.
So that's 29 to hit.
Yeah. It's on 5 hit points. You don't even need to roll damage unless you want, unless you absolutely want to.
That's
yeah.
all good.
Yep. All right. So, let me find this. Yeah. Yeah. So, as you bring out the sun sword and slash into this champion, you hear the sound. Well, for one thing, you see it you see it explode in ichor. So can I get everyone except for Sevia and Mordenkainen to roll me a dexterity saving throw to avoid the... Actually, no, there's no way you're avoiding it from this distance. So just constitution saving throws, please.
Do you want me to roll at disadvantage, Darby? Because I
No, because no.
Should I take some fall damage? I'm
No,
not fishing for it.
because you weren't held above the ground, so...
Okay. I've only got a +1 to con, so we'll see how it goes anyway.
So 22 for Beatrice.
22, you are fine.
22 for Fall.
Fall is fine. Conrad.
4.
4. All right.
So
Let's
he does
see.
fall and get group on him, I'm presuming.
Yeah. Yep.
He gets flung to the side and
everyone-
the whole corpse falls on top of him.
Yeah. I think everyone gets goop on them. It's just that Conrad's kind of weird relationship to magic and his less than hardy position compared to everyone else. Actually, the NPCs have to roll as... Actually, what creature type is the Shadow Spawn?
Oh, that's a good question.
The Lynx will need to roll.
Monstrosity.
Monstrosity, so it will need to roll.
Okay.
So Constitution
I
saving
roll.
throw.
Is that just the con
Mastiff is
added
fine.
to it?
Yes.
So 14 for this.
14, it's fine.
18 for the lynx.
That is fine. It's just a DC 10. So when a creature comes in direct contact with Demon Ica in Avernus, it must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is magically warped by the Ica, as determined by rolling on the flesh warping table. Spell that removes curse and all Ica-related warping effects on the creature. Conrad, can you please roll me a D100?
Not a fan of this. Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. 47.
47.
If it's not,
Okay.
if it's.
The target's arms and legs switch places, preventing the target from moving unless it crawls.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there's gonna be some strange fan out of this. Cool.
Which probably renders you prone, realistically.
Well, he got thrown down anyway, so then he just oh, it's like, well, that doesn't even make sense.
Oh, wow. And as this happens, you will notice, advancing from the north, 5 guards wielding spears, splattered head to toe with similar black ichor, and they gaze at you with hungry eyes. So, they are already, I've already got them rolled into the initiative order. Beatrice, you do technically have movement and a second attack left. As they advance from the north. You do probably have just enough movement to reach them. Actually, not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just enough movement to reach some of the closer ones, if you want to.
She'll move. Maybe she'll make it. She'll go halfway towards them
All right.
and sort of stop at that point
All right.
and wait for them.
All right.
Same with the lynx. She'll just call it to her.
Okay. All right. Next is Conrad. You can move. You just have to crawl.
Oh, I hate that. I really hate that.
Which I think halves your speed? I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably. Because I'm gonna be prone. Okay, little problem. Can anyone fix this? Magic? Yes, clearly, yes. No matter. And he will just he'll try get up, but he can't. This better not be permanent. This is gonna be good luck. And he will just because okay, I'm trying to visualize this. Arms, legs. Oh, I hate that. It's really cursed. Alright, he'll kind of hold his rapier in one hand and then he will just start falling over. Follow, protect.
Might I make a suggestion? So, unless you dash, you would basically unless you use either
I'm
your
gonna get
action or bonus
nowhere.
action to dash,
Yeah.
if you're just using your movement, you get right up to Exley. Might I suggest having Exley carry you
Oh yes, what a good idea.
and
Excellent. Come on.
essentially using him as a mount?
That's a great idea, actually. Yes. Excellent. Come here. Have an idea. Reshape yourself into something bipedal, or to something with like 4 legs, please. That would be great.
For simplicity's sake, I'm going to use the mini we've got for you on the bike.
Yes. Exley reshapes itself into a bike.
All right.
It's great.
So, because you haven't used your action, you can hold an action for whenever,
He'll
for
hold an
whatever
action to
you want.
attack if anything gets near him as best he can.
Okay. And what is Exley going to do?
Wherever there's trouble, go that direction. I can't quite see properly. Yes, do that. Good.
All right. What's Exley's speed again? 30 feet or 40?
I think it's 30 feet. I can't believe it would be 40 feet. I'll double check. I wish there's an easy place in D&D Beyond to look at the stats.
Either way, it actually is
40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet.
40
okay.
feet. Either way, it's enough to actually get up to them.
Cool. So, Motor's over there in a little shadowy bike. And
your attacks trigger. Your held action triggers.
I hate this. I'm trying very hard not to picture this because it's so accursed. You're gonna have to have a body horror warning now. It's really
Yeah.
been described in great detail because I just don't want to think about it. It's gross. So appropriately, that's only a 16 to hit for the first one.
What is the AC?
I rolled a
on these
natural
guys?
5.
What was it? Again?
I rolled a natural 5, so a 16.
16 just hits.
My God, this boy is a prodigy.
Yeah, because technically there's
He's
like
just among magic users that
there's
have
no
power
disadvantage.
comparatively.
There's no disadvantage granted by this
That's so
this
weird.
flesh warping. So
Oh, okay, and he's technically not prone because he's on a bike.
yeah,
He's on this Exley bike creature. Okay, so D8 is sorry, 6 plus 7. Cool. So 13 points of piercing damage plus it's sneak attack would count because I'm on extra.
yeah. It doesn't really matter though because that's enough to take them out.
Ah, cool. That's cursed. Their
you do have a
their
second-
last sight will be horrifying.
Like
Hate
you do
that.
have a second attack if you
It's like
want.
Conrad's not leg kicking out with an attack.
Yeah.
His arm. Second
Mhm.
attack. Is there another person there? Cool.
Yeah,
I rolled the
there's
same thing.
5.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Incredible. Alright, so that's. Oh my God, that's another 6. So I've just done the same roll again.
So again,
so
13
6 plus
base damage.
7. Yeah, there we go.
Yep. Again, enough to take this wild, demon-maddened guard out immediately.
I was like, my goodness, I should be getting rewards for being more adaptable. That's his end of his bonus turn, I suppose.
All right, Sevia, your go.
Sevia's gonna live through the horrifying experience of watching Conrad's limbs swap around.
Yep.
Ew. I don't like this for the record. And she's going to call out, Mordenkainen, is there anything you can do about this?
I'm trying to think.
Think harder, please!
Working on it.
She is actually... I'm going to try something. And she is going to potentially waste a turn on hitting Conrad with a... Let's do I'll do a base level because I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to use a 3rd level Dispel Magic to try and fix this.
Roll me an intelligence check. Because spell check.
Yeah. Int 17.
17. All right. So that is enough. So Conrad, you find yourself reoriented.
My goodness. Thank you, Sevia. So I just imagine this like crackling bone noises as his like arms reorientate. Oh, good job, whoever that was. Sevia, I presume.
You're
it's so
welcome.
noisy.
Sorry. And then she'll look back at Mordenkainen and be like, well, now you can use your brain for other things.
Good.
And she's gonna, I know this is hard because of like how the minis are all laid out, but she's actually gonna fly closer to like where the statue is in the middle and keep an eye out to see if there's anything else coming after these 5 little dudes.
Okay. So I'll allow for a perception check.
Okay.
Where can I-
Not great.
There we go. that should be
Yeah, that's a 10.
good. There's nothing you can see at this point.
Okay.
All right. Next is that is dead. Next is the Mastiff is going to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is going to it's gonna bark to distract the guards to try to give you the help action, Conrad. And next is the guards. So there are 3 remaining. They're all going to target you, Conrad, because
That's fair.
you're the only like flesh in sight. Well, there's the dog, but
Yeah, that's fair. They're hungry. Understandable.
So let's start with first one is a 14, so misses.
Yep, miss.
Second is a dirty 20,
That hits.
that hits, and the third will be a 22.
That also hits.
Yeah. So first attack deals 5 damage. Second attack does 4, so 9 points of damage all up. Conrad is not having a great day.
No, he's not having a great day. He's like, oh goodness me. Buy me a drink first.
Although, to be fair, only Sevia of the main party has taken less damage than him, because she's kept out of dodge the entire time.
You're welcome, Mordenkainen, who needs mage armor now.
You're out of dodge because he cast fly on you.
Shut up!
Paul, it's your go.
Cool. I'll just dash. I believe I can get. Oh, can I get all the way to them?
4, 5, 6, 8. You don't even need to dash to get to the closest one.
Oh.
You can get to this guy and still have 5 feet left to close the gap on this guy if you've got more attacks left.
Oh, sweet. Okay, in that case, I can get punching.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna make a swing. Actually, yeah. First, I'm gonna run past Conrad, be like, Conrad, what the fuck was that? Oh, you're better. Okay, good. And then just take a swing. Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
That's
Oh,
a 32.
yeah. I will say too, because they are drenched in demon ichor themselves, and this was an unarmed strike, was it?
Yeah,
This one, or was this? No, this was a staff of striking. Okay.
Staff of striking,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, are you going to unload a charge or not? These guys are pretty weak, so.
Do I need to? That's 20 damage plus.
Oh yeah, no, you
33
don't.
damage.
Yeah, so. Yeah, a charge would be a waste. That one attack is enough to take that guy out.
Oh gosh, yeah. So I just. What would that be? Do I just like snap his neck?
Yeah, probably you just whack him in the windpipe and he collapses.
Paul just kind of shudders for a moment and then I guess turns to swing to the next one which he can reach.
Yeah, so you step 5 feet forward and hit another guy.
Yeah,
Roll to
I'll
hit.
go again with my staff, just do another whack, and that's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Excellent. Oh, I actually did. Would have been 2 more damage with my nat 20. That's 16 damage.
Okay, that is enough to take another guy out.
Excellent.
So probably whack him in the face. He just dropped.
And then I can punch the next guy.
You don't have enough movement left to close the gap, unfortunately, with this one.
That's true, that's true. So that means I haven't used my bonus action. So in that case, I can, I'll be like, good to see you're better. Keep it up, Conrad. And that's 1d8 for Conrad. Bad inspiration.
Bad inspiration, yes. Alright, the next is Mordenkainen, who is going to... Let's... Yeah, he's still keeping things simple. This time he's just gonna go cantrip. He's just gonna try to... What is that? That's 21 to hit the remaining guard with a firebolt. And that is 18 damage, so that's enough to light this guy on fire. Alright. And that is that. Yeah. A woman's voice enters your mind. Nice work. You recognize this as the voice of Yale, who sent you into this vision in the first place. Take a break. You've got an hour before the really bad stuff happens.
Beg pardon?
What?
What is going on? Respond. Hello?
You get no
how did you
response.
transport us here? Great.
Sevia is like in the air, and she's just like swinging her little fists like all mad, like not like she's trying to hit anything, but just like she's like frustrated and she's just swinging her little hands around. And she was just like, Yale, I know you can hear us because you saw all that happening. This is quite rude, young lady. And then she'll be grumpy about that, and then immediately be like, oh wait, no, we were just in combat, and she's gonna fly down onto the ground and go up to fallen Conrad, look between the two of them, and then to both of them, but mostly to Fall, because she knows what Conrad's answer is going to be. She's like, do you need any healing?
Yes, I got a couple of slashes there.
Good. Okay.
Mordenkainen gets all his spell slots back because he hasn't used up to 10 of them. And he's using Arcane Recovery.
Well,
Yep.
Sevia is...
Beatrice is going to wander over and just tap Conrad on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Alright.
Loud.
But
Oh,
she doesn't care.
ah,
I mean, she cares about
Magic.
him.
I see. Oh. Thank you. He says as like his eyes like the amber dissipates, and he just has the regular eyes again. kind of shakes his head a bit for however much he heals for.
11 points of healing.
Thank you.
Not too shabby.
Still doesn't look healthy, but like he looks, that's him now. So we're all starting to realize.
I'm going to expend a couple of hit dice.
Cool. He pops out of Exley's arms and then stands around, looks around. Like, well, this is great. So I suppose when Beatrice agreed to, be shown this thing, they were just given some kind of resort adventure to fight creatures or something, I suppose. Be quite fun, actually. It looks like you're going on a hunt. Except for the magic things that happen. But apart from that, taken care of pretty easily.
I guess it's nice to get a break from like hell and everything. I would have preferred a different location.
Yes, well. So I suppose this is some sort of planned test then by the person that sent us here. For some reason. Considering she advised that we rest until the next round happens. So that's well, just trapped, I suppose, until then, until they tire of us. Food for thought. He's going to stride over and then be like, are you still here? Oh, you are. As he crouches down, looks over the dogger. Come here. Hello? Can I pat? I'll try to pat. He gives him a scritch. Kara looks very, very happy. And then Almo's other hand, his scritches Exley on the head as well. As it's probably reshaped into some other horrible little shape.
All right.
That's what he'll do, I guess, for the short rest.
Yep. Sevia was like watching him this whole time, like like waiting to see if his arms like swap back around. But she's gonna turn to Fall and very gently like place her hands on either side of his face and cast a 4th level cure wounds for 25 points of healing for Fall.
Oh, nice.
Beatrice is pretty much back up to full health with the hit dice I just did.
Right.
So she's at 106.
106, so one shy of max. Not too shabby.
Sevia hasn't taken damage, but I'm going to recover a couple spell slots.
That's fair. Oh, thank you. He like looks really shy. Dear, I'm nearly better. That was wonderful.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, that's my job. Good job out there, by the way.
Same to you.
Yes. I don't really much like it here, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Yes, I quite agree. I really, really wish we could go somewhere more pleasant for a change, and that we wouldn't have to fight all these horrible little creatures.
Yes, I wish even the people helping us weren't consistently sending us on little missions to kill things. It'd be nice to just do something nice and, maybe not have to... just try, if you can, not to punch anything covered in ichor.
Yes, that is not very pleasant.
No, honestly, I'm amazed that I was able to switch Conrad back. I really thought I was going to have to prepare a different spell for that one, and it would have taken a while, and then he would have been stuck like that for several hours, and that's just not, good.
Yes. Some of the things that magic can do, like, why did they decide to do that in the first place? That is horrible. Who thought of that? Or is that just some innate quality of those creatures and their ichor?
From what I've read, it's not. That's why I didn't think it would work. It's less that it's a magical effect where they're like, ha ha ha, I will switch your arms and legs around. It's more that just they are demons. This is their home. If you touch what is the equivalent of their blood, it changes you. It can warp your flesh. With Conrad, it was rather drastic, but who knows what it could be, if not that, you know?
Yes. True. Oh goodness, we should all bundle up in something, protect ourselves. We're going to fight any more of those things.
Yes, sort of a protective film. Maybe.
That's horrible. Well, you didn't take any damage there, did you?
No, actually, nothing has hit me yet. So I think I need to learn how to fly, because that has been incredibly helpful.
It also just looks quite fun, really. It'd be nice to just get to do it just because.
Yes. Well, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but I have, met a few bards. Your instrument allows you to fly, yes?
Oh, yes, it does. It does. I haven't had the chance to perform it yet.
No, I just, it might be... Like, I don't want all the things you do to be things that are, useful in combat, because I know that's not what you want, but I'm just thinking if I learn how to fly and then you already know how to fly, that at some point maybe we could fly together. That could be quite cute, because it was actually rather fun up there, just seeing things.
Oh yes, that sounds wonderful.
Yes, I wish the things I weren't seeing were horrible, but, it'd be quite nice maybe when we go home.
Yes, we can fly around Torum. That sounds lovely. I'll definitely have to make sure I learn how to do it.
We can learn together.
Yes.
Speaking of home, she leans in close to try and be secret. She's like, how do you think Beatrice is holding up right now?
That's a very good question. That's a good point. This must be very difficult for her.
Yes, I know.
It's exactly like what happened to her village.
Yes. Except this is meant to be when the person who destroyed it was good. So, I know this is meant to be some sort of thing to, change her mind, maybe, but I don't know if watching her village get attacked beforehand is going to help.
No, that's true. That's just a reminder of the bad that was to come.
Sure.
Yep.
I don't know.
Beatrice wanders past and states, "We should get into a slightly more easily defensible position if there is going to be more," and sort of wanders back towards the church.
Oh, good idea. Yes, come along, actually. Name still pending, he says to the mastiff. So striding over, following her.
Yes, of course. We'll be right along.
Yes, 1 second. She leans back into Fall and she's like, it appears the both of them are doing that thing where they don't talk about the things that have happened.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yes.
They have a bad habit of that.
Well, don't we all? But, I just notice it with them. I feel like, well, to be fair, many what's a word? weird and wonderful things occurs to those two. That, you know, if they were happening to all of us equally, it would be like, wow, what a weird series of circumstances. But this just seems like the universe doesn't like them.
That's true. Yes, like that time that Conrad got turned into a toad.
Yes, he really doesn't
Weird
want that mentioned,
person.
does he?
No, I mean, fair. Wouldn't be very fun.
And now he's had all his limbs akimboed.
Oh, oh dear.
then-
I think we should keep an eye on both Conrad and Beatrice.
Yes, they might both warrant a conversation after all is said and done. But we should keep an eye on them, make sure. I don't know, maybe if Conrad starts running towards another thing with Ica, we just jump in the way.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I'm faster than him. I could probably block him off.
Yes. I'm no expert. That feels like something siblings do. If he gets mad, you can just say you're playing chasies and it just, hit you in a fit of siblingness. I was an only child. I don't...
I mean, same, but yes, that's the kind of thing that some of the kids I taught did. Yes,
Yes,
this is like
there we
scuffles
go.
and such.
Yes. Maybe not. He does have a flaming sword now. Maybe not a scuffle, but, I don't know. You two could probably get into a decent bit of a scrap before damage started happening, if need be. But I doubt he will be running
True.
towards things with Ica at the moment.
Yes, I'll just make sure he doesn't do anything too reckless. Although Beatrice is probably the one to be more worried about in that regard, considering the circumstances. And, well,
Yes, this is really a rather unideal scenario.
yes, I hope it all works out okay. With the sword and everything, and Beatrice and... I guess these are just the kind of things we have to go through to get home.
Yes. But we will.
Yes,
And
yes. We can do it together.
always. And she does that thing where she looks at him a little bit and then looks at his mouth and then is kind of like, can I
Of course.
good. And she goes up on her tippy toes to kiss him.
He leans down and kisses her back.
And it's like, right, well, we best get inside before they start getting grumpy.
Yes. See what they're doing. They head back to the others.
Then holds their hand as they go inside. Do.
Beatrice wasn't going inside the church. She
Oh.
was just gonna go sit outside,
Oh, so
Just-
everyone saw that?
Yep. She was going in like she said, she just wanted to be in a slightly more defensible position, but she still wants to see what's coming. So she's still outside. So she is watching you too.
Inside. Okay, so Sevia
Being
turns around
here.
thinking everyone's inside and sees Beatrice and Conrad and is just like, huh!
They think they're being subtle.
I don't know if they realize we're still here. They seem to sometimes forget when they're out in public and there are people around and can see them do their thing.
Yes, I read about that in one of Mama's little books that she pretended that she didn't have. Of some people they just forget that the rest of the world exists sometimes when they're around each other. Funny.
Paul kind of just sees them. And just turns around and and then goes back to them and is like, oh, hi there, you're here. Yes, let's set up camp.
Yes, camp. Yes, let's.
I don't think we have enough time for camp to be relevant.
No.
I think Mordenkainen is correct. I just meant to, have a better vantage point to watch for things coming at us.
Yes,
You
yes, that
know?
was that's what I meant.
Hmm. I presume we take our short rest.
We take a short rest, yeah.
So towards the end of it, Exley would
Yeah,
disperse.
he's gone. Disperses.
As does Beatrice's friend.
Although, if you so desired, especially in Conrad's case, because you get your spell slots back, you could resummon them towards the end of the short rest.
True. He'd probably be able to
Yes.
kind of like time it like 1 moment, and then disperses it, and then resummons Exley.
Yeah. It lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So it wouldn't. Yeah. So it wouldn't really matter because you've been told you have an hour. So
Yeah, that's it.
all right.
Excellent. And so as long as he summoned Exley before then, it should. I'll still burn a spell slot though?
You still burn the spell slot.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you wouldn't because the rest hasn't ended.
Oh, so
I would say as long as you still had a spell slot to go.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, you would have So you could use that
Okay.
spell slot and then get back at the end of the rest.
Interesting. Okay. Well, then in that case, I won't expend summon Shadow Spawn. But what he will do is he will resummon Exley. For the same kind of spell. It's like, all right, now what I need, he says this aloud to himself while he's like pondering in a little corner. He's like, what I need is to move faster. So let's reshape you. And he focuses again on that and focuses harder on a spell he's been practicing, which is Phantom Steed. So he again, hand up, withdraws, like drains some portion of the shadows around him. As again, like his eyes like have that little like tears of amber for a moment. And again, like he looks paler again. If anyone who's observing him, pretty much every time he like uses magic now, he probably just looks a little bit less healthy. And he draws in that shadow and then sends it out again, and it coalesces into a shape. I can make it a bike, Darby. It just has to be some kind of steed.
Yeah, you can make it a bike if you want. I do also have a dedicated
whatever.
Phantom Seed mini as well. So it's up to
Oh,
you whether
hell yeah, okay.
whether it's
You
a
makes
horse
it
or a
look like
steel
that.
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A horse for now.
Yeah.
Probably more versatile than if we're considering the ground is not as sturdy as desert as the rocks, the hard ground of Avernus. Excellent. And he like
you could technically have both of those up at once.
Oh yeah.
Because Phantom Steed is not concentration.
Oh, that's weird. It does take out two of my spells, but
it takes a minute to cast, but but it lasts for an hour.
Yeah. Same length of time.
So yeah, how many spell slots do you have?
I have two spell slots. Yeah.
So you'd basically be able, and you had one left before the short rest. So you'd basically be going in with one expended if you were to have both up.
That works.
Yep. So you'll have both up.
So let's, even though this could cause problems later, let's say that it's the same thing. It's both, like it's still Exley. But so it's a horsey that can attack things if I'm not on it. Because they both last for an hour as well. So both the same kind of thing. But so this like horrible little like shadow horse. Which, not to name a specific game, there's a game that has an evil looking horse in it that you can get if you are in a particular guild. That's what I'm picturing.
Okay.
But yeah. So this horrible shadowy horse with probably not red eyes, but like amber eyes, the same as like Conrad does as he kind of scrubs his eyes away to return back to normal. Still not looking very healthy. Returns back from where he's kind of stepped off to do that to the rest of the party, like, well, there you go, I'm ready. Is everyone else?
Okay, is there any other preparation that folks are doing? So who else?
Yeah, Fall is going to, Fall is going to be like, that's a new one. Okay, yes, you do look ready. And he gets out his lyre and starts playing a little tune, and is just going to cast a protection from good and evil on himself.
All right.
He just kind of makes a look at Sevia like, all right, I'm going to try to protect Conrad. And now he has like this horse. So I'm going to try to buff myself. So that's for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sevia like nods and gives him a little thumbs up. This entire time she has been mortified because people saw them kissing. There's nothing she can really. I think the only thing she can do on a short rest is change cantrips.
Can't even do that on a short rest.
No,
you,
can't even
you
do
get
that
you
on a
get
short
your
rest.
spell slots back, but
yeah, but I can't change spells unless it's a long rest.
Yeah, but if you have concentration spells that you want to set up, or buff spells.
How long has Mage Armor been on?
It hasn't been on for 8 hours yet, I don't believe. So it's still
Cool,
up.
cool.
So any sort of buffing spells that you may have on top of that. There's Sanctuary, but that only lasts for a minute, so that would be. But you could time that right at the end of the minute, of the hour rather.
I could.
Just having a look at what you have prepared.
Yeah.
The only other thing would be ritually casting a telepathic bond on everyone.
But we're not straying too far from one another. That's that's all she does is look embarrassed and regain those spell slots. There we go.
Beatrice, any prep you're doing?
No, Beatrice just has both of her swords out and is sort of watching, keeping a lookout, essentially, for anything coming.
All right. And towards the end, Mordenkainen is probably... Can he... What's he got in the way of buff spells? He is going to... he is going to simply... If I... Yeah, no, he's just gonna do what he did ahead of last combat, which is 4th level fly him and Sevia. Keep the squishy mages out of dodge. All right. So, as you reach the end of the hour, 6 demons appear on the western edge of Idleness. A hulking ape-like brute with 5 small dog-like creatures with rubbery grey bodies and big grey ears. Cackles in the distance signal more enemies on the way. And that's where we're going to leave it for this episode.
Okay. See you everyone next week.
See you next time.
See you next week.
Dun, dun,
Goodbye.
Sorry for listening.